Alright, welcome to my episode 6 of ATM9. I changed up my mob grinder a little bit. I did quite a bit off camera, I'm not gonna lie. But I also streamed on Twitch and I did a little building. But the stuff that I did off camera was that I changed my mob grinder. I finally set up my aquarium in the center. I got shrimpies, I got little tropical fish in there. I have a dolphin in there, puffer fish. Whoa, there, little puffer fish. I got a squid in there, and then I also have a glow squid. There he is. I got a glow squid in there as well. I am really satisfied, but this is what I actually have been working on during my stream. I have been working on my storage room. I was like, I really want to deck this out. I want to make it look a little bit better than what it did previously look like. So yeah, I am like super happy. I got a whole bunch of stuff on these shelves, kind of like I'm storing them and stuff. I got chests, I got functional storage, I got shulker boxes, barrels, books. And I got blocks, you know, that look like barrels, and I got a statue holding a zombie head. But on top of that, you know, I got paintings. They add, like, in ATM9, they've added a bunch of paintings, and these are just normal paintings. They just added more paintings, I guess. But they're really cool. I really like this vibe. It's honestly kind of sweet. I love it. And I also set up some more seeds. I got the niotic seeds, the hardened or the hardened steel, I guess is what they're called, seeds, and the blazing seeds, the spirited seeds. The only seeds of those that I don't have is the niotic one, but I also have all the modium seeds going, vibranium and unobtainium, so I'm constantly getting those, and they're being crafted up in here. So they just turn into nuggets when you use the essences. It turns into one nugget, so it's gonna be a bit grindy. Might take a while to actually get a lot of those, but I might figure out a way so that I can get more of these seeds and grow more of them. But another thing that I'm really proud of are these like functional storage sections that I made. You know, I plan on putting more hopper botany pots up here, and you know, just having some more external storage going into my refined storage. Another thing I did off camera, and you can do this yourself. I just couldn't stand not flying anymore. I made an energetic angel ring. And I added another reactor down here. So I have a spirited reactor, and I have a player transmitter with a dimensional binding card on there. So I'll have power wherever I go, no matter what dimension I'm in. So in today's episode, I actually want to work on my enchanting slash like magic room. And I think I'm going to put it over here. And I already have a floor design, like not a design per se, but a floor idea for it. And I want to use these logs because they emit this like almost like magical sparkles out of it, and it'd be so cool to have like some kind of design laid out with like carpet over it somewhere in this room. I don't know, I don't really have too many plans for it. Like I'm just gonna kind of do one of those things where I just give you updates, like I have the wall up, and oh, I put in this balcony or something. I have ideas, but it's not set in stone, so I'm just going to be playing with it, testing it out, and I also really want to get a good enchanting setup going so that I can get rid of this. I also upgraded my armor to all the modium, even though like I'm going to be changing up my armor anyways. I think it'll be really cool to get this mage set right here because it looks sick. I love the blue and the purple together like that, like vibranium and unobtainium like together, and it looks really cool. So like these, it adds like plus 450 max mana and 40% spell power and stuff like that, and that is not for Ars Nouveau. Actually, that's for iron spells and spell books. So I kind of want to get into iron spells and spell books for that reason. but I don't know. I'm debating on it. But anyway, I want to get started on making this room, so I'll be right back. Holy crap, guys! Wolfy joined the game! Wolfy! He's here! I talked to him earlier, he was streaming, and I stopped by his stream, and I told him, like, you should join the server, man! I'm so pumped that Wolfy Souls is on the server now! Heck yeah! But anyway, guys, so I feel like I've gotten the walls and the floor. This is just the base, you know, this is just the basis. On top of that, I was waiting for this because it's littl wood. So I had to go and I had to find a corrupted soul from Forbidden and Arcanus, because that's where the littl wood is from. But if you get a corrupted soul, which I learned that you get from killing undead mobs. So I got a zombie spawner, put it here, killed a bunch of zombies till I got it. Used a soul extractor, and I must have put it back in my refined storage, but I used a soul extractor. What happened here? Uh-oh. Why you dead? What happened to my power? Oh! What am I thinking? Oh no! I can't get it now. Oh no! Oh no! I forgot that I need to keep up with the freaking uraninite that's supposed to go in the center here. Oh, rookie mistake. Rookie mistake. I gotta fix this issue. Alright guys, I am good. Man, that was stressful. I was like, what am I gonna do? I literally went out and mined uraninite and then put some in here so I could get some power into there so I could make this wireless receiver and transmitter so I can wirelessly put some uraninite through. But oh my gosh, guys, that was stressful. Anyway, so yeah, I wanted to use littl wood for my wood because I also really wanted to integrate some of these aurum logs into the floor, because look at what they do. They're magical. Yeah, they're magically delicious. So that's why the littl wood matches when this log is stripped, and I want to incorporate it into the floor at some points here and there. But I had to set down because like too much of these, you got too much of these. There's too much going on. Like it's just way too much. So I just wanted to lay the floor down and then just pick some spots here and there where that would happen. Man, look at Wolfy Souls getting through it. But yeah, so this is just the beginning. We're taking a quick break to scare Wazaf. I can't wait till he comes back. This may be a while. I don't know how long he plans on being AFK.
Oh my goodness. I jumped out of my seat. You have no idea.
I was sitting here waiting just so patiently.
Oh. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, that was awesome.
How long have you been standing there?
I was up here in case you like happen to like log on and then like turn around. So
yeah.
So like when I saw you didn't respond, I went over to your base and I was like, where is he? And I was like, oh, he probably like was just like, okay, I guess I'm not gonna get a response. So I was like, maybe he's in the mining dimension. So I went in there and I looked on the map and I saw where you were, and then I dug down and then I finally found you. I was like, oh, he's AFK. Oh, this is the perfect time to scare the living crap out of him. This is going in my video, by the way.
Oh, lovely. Dang, you got me so good. Oh,
Oh my gosh. That made it so worth it.
My heart is racing.
That made it so worth it.
Dude.
Oh man. I guess I'm passing a prank along. So you know how John pranked me? Well, this is my prank to you.
So now I get to prank relatable Fallen or John, I guess.
Yep. Yep. It's your turn to prank somebody.
Ooh, I'll have to find some fun stuff to do. Oh, goody.
Oh man. I've been wanting to do that ever since we got voice chat mod, man.
Oh man.
Alright guys, so I actually haven't really made it much farther than this, but I had to go to bed and I went to work and I came home to my refined storage being off again. So I'm gonna have to like make a better way of producing these uraninite seeds so that I can ensure that my power has plenty of uraninite. And a way to do that is through Ars Nouveau. So we can get a whirlisprig charm, and these things can multiply. Like when I put these down, it'll like collect the seeds and stuff like that is going on. And we're gonna put it at the top of my base. So that's what we're gonna be doing right now before I continue building my area. And it helps that I already have some whirlisprig shards, but we need to make an enchanting apparatus. Alright, so we need an arcane core, so I'll make that. The enchanting apparatus. Man, I already have this stuff. This is awesome. And then we're gonna need some arcane pedestals. And it's gonna go into my magic room here. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our arcane core. I might move this later on, but for the time being, this is just how we're gonna have to do it. So our arcane core will go there, our enchanting apparatus will go here, and then we'll take, I don't know, we'll do something along the lines of this. And then we need the ingredients to make our whirlisprig charm, which is seeds, saplings. Oh, we need a mage bloom seed, which is just an enchanting apparatus with seed and source gems. Wow, that's really easy. So we go here, here, here. I don't really think it matters as long as there's 4. And put that in there. And this is so cool. This is like one of the coolest animations. I love this. I love enchanting through Ars Nouveau. It's sick. Thank you very much. Now let's get the rest of the ingredients. Oh, I actually need a mage bloom. Alright, so I have all the ingredients, and we're gonna watch this enchanting apparatus do its awesome thing again. Alright, so now that we have it, what we're gonna do is we're gonna need a flower for this. And I really need to hurry because I've literally collected just enough uraninite so that this storage system can keep going for a little bit. Alright, so we're gonna take the uraninite out of this, and we're gonna take the insanium farmland as well. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it do its thing for a little bit. I'm gonna use a harvester pylon, and then on top of that I should probably make an aluminium hoe. We're just gonna go ahead and put this on the top real quick and let it do its thing for a while so that I can get a bunch of it, and hopefully this will help. I might make a lily pad of fertility as well in the process. Alright, so now that we got this down, what we can do is grab a flower, put it down, any kind of flower, and then place that on the flower, and then it'll start to collect the stuff. So I think the only way this thing can work is if it can get some source, sadly. So I'll have to sort that out, but it seems to be working. Oh, right, I need a Dominion wand. Alright, got a Dominion wand. Might have to get some source. I'm gonna get a lily pad. if I can find one. Okay, so if you didn't know, an Emperor's Chalice, it's like an infinite water bucket. It is sick. And I do have a lily pad of fertility that I may or may not have stole from John, but this guy will also duplicate him, which is hype. Now, another thing that we're gonna need is a, let's see if I can find it in here real quick. An agronomic source link. So it's 2 source gems, wheat, and gold, which is super easy. So you get this, and then a source jar, which is just archwood slabs and glass. It's super simple. So this thing is gonna help this grow, and then while that's growing, this is gonna collect source from the growth that it is getting. And then I'm gonna put the source jar right here, right on top, and then the source will go from this to the source jar, and then that will feed this guy. And it should allow it to go into here. So I'm gonna let this run a little bit, and hopefully that's how it's gonna end up working. Alright guys, so I came up and checked on this, and it was going so slow. And honestly, I just didn't think it was working. I had to contact John, and John knows about the whirlisprig more than any of us, so I figured I'd ask him, and he's like, should be working. And then I was like, well, I only got a few crops around, and he's like, oh, well, you need to have like trees, flowers, all this other stuff going. So I just got another uraninite seed, and I also crafted 2 uraninite seeds because I really don't want to have to worry about this. But I got some flowers that I want to place down. Here they are. Let's place some flowers around because it's content right now. The better the mood this is, the better that you are going to get your resources that you desire. So I'm just gonna do this. Eventually I'll fix this, although this is giving me ideas on how I want to do this top floor here, but this is working out. Ah, I'm so happy. Can't wait to get another uraninite seed. That way I really don't want to have to worry about uraninite. Alright guys, so this is all I'm gonna decorate it up to this point, because until I do some more stuff, I can't really tell what I should do to the room next. Maybe once I get done with it, or close to done, you can give me some of your ideas. But so I have these guys in here, and this is where I'm gonna make my essences that you can get from Ars Nouveau. So I'm gonna try to put the ingredients together and all the stuff together to automatically work these essences. Just realized I might need another one of these to make the source stone, because you need a source stone for each essence you make. So I'll probably make another one just for making source stone. And then I move my enchanting apparatus a little bit here, so this looks, it's in a decent spot. I'm pretty happy with it. And then I put my scribe's table here. And I'm also working on getting another thing from Ars Nouveau, which is this alteration table, which allows you to do certain stuff to your armor. Like if you make some of the armor in Ars Nouveau or Ars Elemental, you can get some pretty decent stuff going. Let me show you. So that's what these are. And I use these like crazy. There's the thread of gliding, which is awesome. It's like you have an elytra on, but you don't. And it's really cool. Over here is where I'm going to put my enchanting area. So apotheosis stuff like that. Apotheosis isn't really magic, but it's also, enchanting kind of is. So I figured I'd put my enchanting table in here as well. But yeah, oh, right. Almost forgot. Up here, which is pretty empty. I'm hoping that I'll be able to find stuff to fill this in the future. Probably some armor. But this is iron spells and spell books. So I got this arcane anvil, which is pretty interesting. Don't know what it does, but I have it. Same thing with this scroll forge. So I'm not too sure on what this is, but I'm hoping my buddy John will do a tutorial on iron spells and spell books, because I would see that and check it out because I want to get into this. I really do. Okay, so I put in the essence, all the essence crafting, and the way that I'm going to automate this is I'm going to grab some functional storage and place them below each of these, and it'll indicate, you know, what is what. I already put the source gems in there, so it'll show us what those essences are. And another thing I really want to do in this episode is get a decent bookshelf enchanting table thing going. Apparently, I can't remember what to call it. But what's really cool is ATM9 has apotheosis, and we can do something to where like we get certain bookshelves and lay it out here so that we can enchant our stuff up to level 100, I believe. I'm gonna go ahead and grab my enchanting table and put it there because that's where we're gonna put it anyways. Boom. And so let's actually look up apotheosis real quick and see what kind of bookshelves we want to use for this. So it looks like one of them that I'm gonna want to use is an echoing deep shelf, but it looks like it might require some work to get. You need a deep shelf, which is enchanted in here, so we need to have some kind of bookshelves going so that it's level 60, and then we can enchant it and get the deep shelf. And I think we need the dormant deep shelf before we even get that normal deep shelf, and then we craft that into this. And I think we'll probably get a solid like 8 of these. The only issue that I have with that is the echo shard. The echo shard is a little harder to get, so there's the Shelf of Masterful Sight. This was something that I got into in the ATM8, and it allows you to see more of like what you're enchanting your stuff with. On top of that, I really want to get the reforging table, the salvaging table, but you need gem dust. Okay, so we're gonna get some gem dust, and a way to get gem dust, I think, is you crush it with an anvil. I need to get some gems first and foremost. All right, so I got a few of them. I'm gonna go ahead, pick up the anvil, and then we're gonna throw these down. So, like, collect as much of these as possible, even if they don't seem to look very good. So yeah, you crush them with an anvil, and you get this gem dust, which is really cool. So I'm gonna use these to get the reforging table, and the salvaging table. All right, so I got the reforging table and the salvaging table. I'll probably get into more of this later, but for the time being, I'm gonna do what I need to do to get my nice apotheosis setup here so that I can get some really good armor. All right, guys, I finally got it set up, and to you, it wasn't very long, but to me, I was doing this for like 2 straight nights. Every time I came home from work, hours of trying to get these draconic end shelves, like, was ridiculous because you have to infuse dragon's breath, which requires 80 levels. Like, you need to get it up to where like you can enchant at level 80, and then you also needed to have the quanta within 15% to 25%, and that's where like these melon shelves came in. And so the quanta is really not, I mean, honestly, the quanta is not bad. It's not, it's just you have a chance of getting something like bad, you know, like bad effects But you can use rectification to get that out. And I'm using this shelf of end fused rectification. It adds 25%, which is awesome. So yeah, I did it. I finally succeeded, and I really like this layout. It looks really cool. Here pretty soon, I am going to upgrade my gear. I'm gonna get much better armor, much better tools and weapons and all that stuff. I'm really stoked for that. Alright, and now I decorated the place a little bit more. I added this cool little this rug with a void lantern block in the center because it just kind of looks cool. I also included a crafting grid over here in case I want to access it without having to go from place to place. And I could just get a wireless grid, but I'm just not there yet. And also I just like the idea of having these around. I think it'd be so cool to have one of these in every room. But I also have some of the leftover bookshelves from when I was trying to get this setup going. So I put those down, put some heads down, put a little dragon head there. Why not? Why not? I also set up the automated essences here. So I did that. Pretty simple. And I have a transmitter or a receiver back here doing all the dirty work. And then I also replaced the ceiling with Skulk just because I think it looks way cooler. And it like glows and it does a whole bunch of different stuff. I was wanting to do something different with the ceiling, but I realized that I couldn't do it. So I made a compromise and I made my ceiling sculpt just because I just think it looks cool. I don't have any stairs here, but I have running shoes on so I can just run up it. And over here, like I said earlier, I think it would be better to have like a lineup a bunch of different like wizard slash mage slash magic armor just lined up at the top here. I think that'd be so cool. But this room has turned out. But if you are curious about my previous episode, it is on the screen right now. Check it out. I got into power and made my mob spawner and everything, my mob grinder. So yeah, go ahead, feel free to check it out. And until next time, I'll see ya.